On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Shuttle.
A vehicle or boat that regularly moves between two places, bobbin that passes the weft thread between the warp threads.
Examples:
Space shuttle. Shuttle service. The shuttle bus will take you to the airport in 15 minutes.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Catastrophic.
Extremely harmful, causing physical or financial destruction.
Examples:
Victim of catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic climate change. The extinction rate of aquatic animals was catastrophic.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Effortless.
Requiring little or no effort, not difficult or strenuous, easy to accomplish.
Examples:
Effortless victory. Effortless beauty. The dancer made her performance look effortless and graceful.
Glorious.
Having or deserving great admiration, praise, and honor, having great beauty and splendor.
Examples:
A glorious victory. Photo in glorious color. I choose a glorious death rather than a shameful life.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero, unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Buzz.
To make a continuous, low humming sound such as the one bee makes, an exciting and active atmosphere.
Examples:
The buzz of a cicada. Buzz marketing. I heard the buzz of conversation from the next room.
Suited.
Appropriate, fitting, or acceptable for a particular purpose or occasion, matched or corresponding to a specific person, dress, or circumstances.
Examples:
Suited for the job. Well-suited personality. The job offer was perfectly suited to her skills and experience.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples:
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Launchpad.
A platform or structure designed to support and launch a rocket or other spacecraft into space.
Examples:
Rocket launch pad. Entrepreneurial launch pad. The space program has invested heavily in the construction of a new launch pad.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Xenon.
A chemical element, symbol say with the atomic number 54, that is a noble gas found in trace amounts in the Earth's atmosphere and is used in various lighting applications, including high-intensity lamps and lasers.
Examples:
Xenon gas. Xenon headlights. Some neon signs utilize xenon-filled tubes to produce a distinct blue glow when electrified.
Spaceship.
Especially in science fiction, a spacecraft designed to carry a crew into interstellar space.
Examples:
A spaceship to survey the moon. Alien spaceship. They launched a crewless spaceship into space.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Hush.
To make or become silent, especially by urging or persuading others to be quiet or by speaking softly or gently, to keep something secret or confidential.
Examples:
Hush for a while. Hush up a case. Please hush your voice so that the baby can sleep.
Elevator.
A mechanical device used for vertical transportation, typically in multi-story buildings, consisting of a compartmentalized platform that moves between floors.
Examples:
Elevator ride. Modern elevator. The hotel's elevator was out of order, so we had to take the stairs to our room on the 5th floor.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
Wiggly worms. Can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Plunk.
To drop or place something with a heavy, dull sound, to sit down heavily or unceremoniously, to play a stringed instrument in a manner that produces a deep, hollow sound.
Examples:
Plunk a pot on the stove. Plunk into a chair. I plunked down on the couch, exhausted after a long day at work.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan. Hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban from the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Cockpit.
The area in an aircraft or spacecraft from which the pilot controls the aircraft or spacecraft.
Examples:
Navigator's cockpit. Cockpit ship. The pilot sat in the cockpit of the airplane.
Wicket.
Of cricket, the set of 3 vertical stumps and 2 horizontal bails at either end of the cricket pitch, a small gate or door, particularly one built into or next to a larger one.
Examples:
Wicket-keeper. Cricket wicket. The batsman hit the ball directly into the wicket, scoring a run.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Nozzle.
A tube or spout through which a liquid or gas is discharged, particularly one attached to a hose, pump, or spray gun.
Examples:
Nozzle attachment. Fuel nozzle. The car wash nozzle sprayed a powerful stream of soapy water onto the vehicle.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
a mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Sway.
To move back and forth or side to side gently, often in response to external factors such as wind or water, to influence or persuade someone to do something, to control or dominate something.
Examples:
sway back and forth, sway to the rhythm. The politician tried to sway public opinion in his favor, but his arguments fell flat.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Takeoff.
A departure, especially of airplanes, the initial ascent of an airplane as it becomes airborne.
Examples:
vertical takeoff. Takeoff run. Our aircraft is now ready for takeoff.
Booster.
Something or someone that supports, promotes, or enhances, a device or substance that improves the performance or effectiveness of something.
Examples:
metabolism booster. Morale booster. The energy drink is marketed as a booster to help athletes perform better.
Ignition.
The act of starting a fire, engine, or other device, the beginning or starting point of a process or event.
Examples:
ignition system. Ignition switch. My car's ignition wouldn't turn over, so I had to call a mechanic.
Lift off.
The moment when a spacecraft or other vehicle takes off and lifts off the ground, the act or process of launching or beginning an endeavor.
Examples:
liftoff time. Liftoff procedure. The spacecraft had a successful liftoff, launching into the atmosphere.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
a scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Pave.
To cover something with a hard, flat material such as stones, bricks, or concrete to make it suitable for travel or use.
Examples:
pave a new path. Pave a smoother road. They paved the courtyard with bricks, giving it a more polished appearance.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Grip.
The act of holding on to something firmly with your hands, or the ability to do so. Verb, to hold fast or firmly.
Examples:
Grip of fear. Lose my grip. He had a firm grip on the rope as he climbed the mountain.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Jaw.
Either of the two bones at the bottom of the face that moves when you open your mouth. Verb, talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Examples:
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Jaw muscle. He dropped his jaw at the unexpected sight.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Engine.
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples:
A steam engine. An air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Hydrogen.
The chemical element that is the lightest gas, is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combines with oxygen to form water.
Examples:
Hydrogen gas. Heavy hydrogen. The hydrogen and the oxygen react and then form water.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Cement.
Make fast as if with cement. Noun, a building material that is a powder made of a mixture of calcined limestone and clay, used with water, sand, and small stones to make concrete.
Examples:
Cement a close relationship. Cement blend. They are eager to cement a positive reputation.
Altitude.
The height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level.
Examples:
The meridian altitude. Low altitude. The plane flew at a high altitude to avoid turbulence.
Weightless.
Having no weight or feeling as if one has no weight, often related to zero gravity or outer space.
Examples:
Weightless flight. Weightless environment. The astronaut felt weightless as she floated inside the International Space Station.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples:
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Youngster.
A young person, typically a child or teenager, a creature that is still in its youth or early stages of development.
Examples:
Youngster education. Teenage youngster. The little youngster couldn't wait to open their birthday presents.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful and attractive.
Examples:
A gorgeous meal. Gorgeous sunset. She wore a gorgeous dress to the party, which everyone admired.
Orb.
A sphere or ball-shaped object, often referring to celestial bodies such as planets or stars.
Examples:
Orb of light. Crystal orb. The planet Venus appeared as a bright orb in the sky during the night.
Propel.
To move, drive, or push something forward or in a particular direction, often with a lot of force.
Examples:
Propel growth. Propel the ship. An increase in employment helps propel economic growth.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Sunrise.
The time in the morning when the sun first appears in the sky.
Examples:
Beautiful sunrise. High technology sunrise industries. I got up early to watch the sunrise at the summit.
Sunset.
The time in the evening at which the sun begins to fall below the horizon. Verb, to expire or be terminated automatically at the end of a fixed period.
Examples:
Sunset dysfunction. Spectacular sunset views. He is in the sunset of his life.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Spacesuit.
A protective garment that astronauts wear and other space travelers when outside a spacecraft or in a space environment.
Examples:
Spacesuit helmet. Emergency spacesuit. The spacesuit gloves are specially designed to allow for dexterity and grip, despite the vacuum of space.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Roar.
To make a loud, deep sound, like a lion or a car engine.
Examples:
Roar with laughter. Roar for more. The lion roared loudly, signaling its dominance over the other animals.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Mesmerize.
To captivate or fascinate, to hold the complete attention of.
Examples:
Mesmerize a subject. Mesmerize with magic. The magician's performance mesmerized the audience.
Fathomable.
Able to be understood or comprehended, able to be measured or explored to a certain depth.
Examples:
Fathomable explanation. Fathomable solution. The scientific theories presented in the book were fathomable even to non-experts.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Slam.
To shut a door or window noisily, to strike something violently or noisily.
Examples:
Slam the door. Slam the book against a wall. She slammed the door shut, angry at the person on the other side.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
The attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Waterfall.
A point in a river or stream where water falls from a high place, for example, over a cliff or rock.
Examples:
Scenic waterfall. A waterfall with a fall of 10 feet. Years of river erosion have formed the uniquely shaped waterfall basin.
Spider.
A small, 8-legged creature that spins webs to catch insects as food, a computer program that systematically browses the World Wide Web for purposes of web indexing.
Examples:
Spider venom. Web spider. The spider spun an intricate web in the corner of the room.
Creepy.
Causing an uneasy feeling of fear or unease.
Examples:
Feel creepy. Creepy atmosphere. The old, abandoned house was creepy and gave me the chills.
Hairy.
Covered with hair or having a furry texture, difficult, dangerous, or complicated.
Examples:
Hairy situation. Hairy arms. The new rescue dog was covered in thick, hairy fur that kept him warm in cold weather.
Recluse.
A person who lives in solitude and isolation.
Examples:
Live as a recluse. Solitary recluse. After years in the limelight, the actor decided to retreat from the public eye and become a recluse.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Necrosis.
The death of cells or tissues in a localized area of the body caused by injury, infection, or disease often results in the formation of scar tissue.
Examples:
Necrosis treatment. Necrosis of the liver. The cancer treatment caused necrosis in the surrounding healthy tissues, causing complications.
Spasm.
A sudden, involuntary contraction of a muscle, causing a range of sensations from mild discomfort to severe pain, a sudden outburst or brief episode of intense emotion or activity.
Examples:
Gastric spasm. Spasm of laughter. The patient's face twitched in spasms as the dentist started drilling her tooth.
Venomous.
Extremely poisonous or injurious, containing or producing venom, marked by deep ill will.
Examples:
The venomous jellyfish's sting. Have venomous eyes. The venomous snake bit him, causing him to go into shock.
Venom.
A toxic substance produced by an animal, typically a snake or insect, and injected into prey or an enemy by biting or stinging.
Examples:
The venom of a lizard. Injected venom. The snake's venom is highly toxic and can be fatal to humans.
Nasty.
Very bad, unpleasant, or offensive.
Examples:
A nasty smell. Receive a nasty surprise. The weather turned nasty.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Widow.
A woman whose spouse has died and who is not remarried.
Examples:
widow pension, a war widow. She became a widow after her husband passed away.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
increase slightly, slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
a panic reaction, panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Cave.
A large hole in the side of a hill, cliff, mountain, or under the ground.
Examples:
domiciliary caves, the mouth of the cave. Bats reside in sheltered caves.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction, trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Fluffy.
Soft and light, often with a texture that resembles feathers or fur.
Examples:
fluffy clouds, fluffy blanket. The kitten had fluffy fur that was soft to the touch.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
bug bites, number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Butterfly.
A diurnal insect typically has a slender body with knobbed antennae and broad, colorful wings.
Examples:
butterfly effect, the life cycle of a butterfly. He enjoys collecting butterfly specimens.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Attic.
A space or area typically bounded by a roof and walls in a house that is located immediately below the roof, often used for storage or as an additional living space.
Examples:
Attic space. Dusty attic. I found an old photo album in the spacious attic filled with pictures of my grandparents when they were young.
Basement.
A room or a part of a building that is partly or entirely below ground level.
Examples:
For basement floor. Church basement. Underground rivers flow over a basement layer that is impervious to water.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Underwater.
Below or under the surface of the water.
Examples:
Hold my breath underwater. Seals sleep underwater. He is good at swimming underwater.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Helmet.
A protective covering for the head, worn for safety or as part of a uniform or ceremonial dress.
Examples:
Helmet size. Safety helmet. The worker survived the impact because they were wearing sturdy helmets.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Realistic.
Having or showing a sensible and practical idea that is possible to achieve.
Examples:
A realistic goal. A realistic goal. That story was so realistic, and it was scary.
Incapacitate.
To disable or render someone or something unable to function or operate normally, either temporarily or permanently, often as a result of injury, illness, or damage.
Examples:
Incapacitate opponent. Incapacitate the enemy. The injury sustained during the game could incapacitate the player for the rest of the season.
Rescue.
To save someone or something from a dangerous or difficult situation.
Examples:
Rescue a dying dog. Rescue a company from bankruptcy. The fire department arrived just in time to rescue the family from the burning building.
Airlock.
A chamber between two areas that can be sealed against pressure, allowing the passage of people and objects to go from one area to the other.
Examples:
An airlock chamber. Airlock module. The mechanic has just inspected the jammed airlock.
Dilute.
To make a substance less concentrated by adding a liquid or another substance to it.
Examples:
Dilute acid with water. Dilute a great idea. She diluted the concentrated juice with water.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
Cotton.
A plant that is grown in warm countries and bears bolls containing seeds with soft and long hairs that are made into textile fiber and thread for sewing.
Examples:
Cotton cloth. Culture of cotton. The price of raw cotton continued to rise.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Crust.
A hard outer layer that forms on the surface of a liquid as it cools or on a solid as a result of exposure to air or moisture.
Examples:
Crust formation. The Earth's crust. The bread's crust was golden brown and crispy.
Fog.
A thick cloud consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface, a weather condition in which visibility is reduced because of a cloud of water.
Examples:
A dense fog. Front fog lights. The fog cleared away, and the star-filled sky appeared.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
A generic product. Generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Hardpan.
A compacted layer of soil or subsoil that is highly resistant to water penetration, resulting in poor drainage.
Examples:
Hardpan soil. Shallow hardpan. The geologist studied the hardpan layers in the rock formations to understand the region's geological history.
Unconscious.
In the state of lacking awareness and the capacity for sensory perception, especially as the result of a head injury or illness.
Examples:
Unconscious bias. A person who is unconscious. I know his unconscious habit that he touches his face when he lies.
Gingham.
A lightweight cotton fabric usually woven in a checkered or striped pattern, often used for making clothing or home decor.
Examples:
Gingham fabric. Gingham pattern. She wore a gingham dress to the picnic, fitting perfectly with the rustic setting.
Puddle.
A small pool of water, especially on a flat surface, a small and usually shallow accumulation of any liquid substance.
Examples:
Puddle of water. Step in a puddle. The rain had formed a large puddle on the sidewalk.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Detach.
To separate or disjoin something from something else, to disengage.
Examples:
Detach a ticket from its stub. Detach you from the matter. She detached the trailer from the truck before driving away.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Jettison.
To throw away or abandon something, often to lighten a load or to remove something that is no longer needed, to discard or get rid of something.
Examples:
Jettison cargo. Jettison old habits. The spaceship had to jettison some of its fuel to lighten its weight for liftoff.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Bullet.
A metal projectile that is shot from a gun.
Examples:
bullet wound. Bullet train. The stray bullet went through the window and hit the wall.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Meteorite.
A solid object originating in outer space that reaches the Earth's surface without completely vaporizing in the atmosphere, a rock that has fallen from space.
Examples:
meteorite impact. Meteorite shower. The meteorite fragments were collected and sent to a laboratory for analysis.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity. Of medicine, the bony cavity in the skull that houses the eyeball and its associated structures, like muscles, nerves, and blood vessels.
Examples:
the orbit of the moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Mechanics.
The branch of physics that deals with the study of motion, forces, and energy. Mechanic, someone whose occupation is repairing and maintaining automobiles.
Examples:
mechanics equation. Mechanics of the game. He studied mechanics in college and now works as an engineer.
Steer.
To control the direction or movement of a vehicle, to direct a course of action, to guide or motivate someone.
Examples:
steer a steady course. Steer a conversation. The captain told him to steer the ship north.
Parachute.
A device used to slow the motion of people or objects through an atmosphere consisting of a large piece of thin cloth that is attached to them and opens out in the air.
Examples:
parachute troops. Golden parachute. This training includes emergency escape drills with parachutes.
Clockwork.
A mechanism in which a series of gears, springs, and other mechanical elements are used to power a device, especially a clock.
Examples:
Run like clockwork. Clockwork precision. The clockwork mechanism in the grandfather clock needed to be wound up every week.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Thunder.
The loud, deep sound made by air expanding along the path of a bolt of lightning, a deep, prolonged loud noise.
Examples:
Thundercloud. Deafening thunder of applause. The roaring thunder was so loud that it woke me from sleep.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Helicopter.
A type of aircraft that is capable of hovering in place and moving vertically, as well as flying horizontally, often used for emergency medical services, military operations, and transport in areas with limited access.
Examples:
Helicopter ride. Police helicopter. The company's CEO arrived at the meeting via helicopter to avoid traffic congestion.
Touchdown.
Of American football, a scoring play that occurs when the ball is carried, kicked, or fumbled into the opposing team's end zone, the act of touching down or landing, particularly in aviation or spaceflight.
Examples:
Touchdown pass. Touchdown celebration. The quarterback scored a touchdown in the game's final seconds to win it.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Tumble.
To fall suddenly, often uncontrollably, to topple or turn over, to decline sharply and quickly in value, quality, or performance.
Examples:
Tumble down the hill. Confidence tumbles as unemployment rates rose. The value of the currency tumbled against major international currencies.
Custom build.
To create or construct a product, often a computer or other electronic device, to the specific requirements of an individual customer. To build something according to a specified design or configuration.
Examples:
Custom build application. Custom build furniture. I want to custom build a new PC instead of buying a pre-assembled one.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Daunting.
Looking challenging to manage and prospect, making someone anxious and less confident about carrying out something.
Examples:
Face the daunting reality. Seem like a daunting task. My homework was daunting and complex, but it was also intriguing.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Reprogram.
To modify or recreate a program.
Examples:
Reprogram a device. Reprogram a database. He reprogrammed the computer's operating system to remove the safeguard.
Primal.
Of or relating to the earliest stage of development, fundamental, primitive.
Examples:
Primal eras. Primal fear. The primal instincts of the animal kicked in when it was threatened.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Tribute.
A payment, gift, or other forms of recognition made in honor of or submission to another person or entity.
Examples:
Pay tribute. Tribute album. The statue was built as a tribute to the soldiers who died in the war.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Adapt.
To make fit for or change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Peculiar.
Odd and uncommon, sometimes in an unpleasant way.
Examples:
Peculiar way. Peculiar people. The juice has a peculiar taste.
Tin.
A silvery white metal that is typically soft and malleable, often used to make containers or packaging materials. A thin sheet of metal or metal alloy used for a variety of purposes.
Examples:
Tin can. Tin foil. The roof of the old shed was made of rusty tin.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse. Passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.